around voice input, it's almost as good as human in terms of, and I was actually looking at some of the stuff with Watson with IBM recently, and what you can do with that is quite extraordinary. So we think speech will definitely be part of the natural language processing. And then you move into the positional tracking, so figuring out, okay, I'm standing here, how's it, I'm reaching out, what am I touching? And so tracking where your body is, and where your skeleton is, also will become important. But again, that needs more sensors in the device to be able to get proper 3D mapping. And it's, again, the simultaneous localization and mapping SLAM, that sort of thing, to get presence, particularly with AR, will become increasingly important. So we don't think any one method is actually going to win. We think that the holy grail of where things are going to go is going to be a mixture of voice, hand, and eye. Get those three systems working in context. If you think about what we evolved to do naturally, you look around the world, you touch things, you hear things, you talk to things, that's what you do. So for AR to realize its true potential, from an input point of view, those are the three key technologies.
Yeah, I'm Roy. I'm with newsbubble.com. I am a 360 video content creator, and that's what I'm doing here now. I'm wondering what your opinion is as far as the prosumer level content creator, as opposed to someone who's using like I'm talking sub-$1,000 system as opposed to the like $3,000 or more for the GoPro 360 or the John VR or something like that, and how this is going to affect the expansion of mobile VR and mobile VR and AR.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely on point in terms of the price points for what you need to be able to do proper 360 spatial video. You've got guys like Jaunt at the high end, where they just took in a very large amount of funding in the last week, and they're very much in the Hollywood market, or the professional market, and there are a few other hardware manufacturers we've seen doing that. But then you've got folks like GoPro, where they're already experimenting with that sort of thing, and they're working on the next stage of how they take their approach to the market and bring it down to the prosumer market that you were talking about. I think the critical thing for becoming really mass is going to be actually where Matt was starting from in terms of the consumer gets mapped across.
Well, the other side of the brain is right. I mean, you said it best, right? There's, I think, hardware, the ability to capture moving video in 360 is accelerating rapidly. What we're trying to do specifically is Gear Indie, which I already spoke briefly about, but the notion that independent creators will have access to a market, will have access to mentoring and feedback, will have access to equipment in some cases, depending on what the challenge is. We think that's, and most of all, that distribution, feature distribution inside our service. Those are the reasons why we built it. It's not just a way to give people an outlet, it's also a way to, again, crowdsource ideas and solve some of these challenges that we're seeing. Because, I mean, who knows? What's the best way to make a drone video? What's the best way to do stop action? What's the best way to do a newscast? Right? All of these are challenges that need to be solved, or problems that need to be solved. And we think that outsider voices or emerging voices are just as important as the experts, or the so-called experts.
Okay, thank you, Tim and Matt. Unfortunately, time's up. And thank you, Tim and Matt.